it's Trey, and apparently I am a squishmallow now. Hello. Ironically enough, this does kind of look like me with those eyes because I have little tiny eyes. So yeah, I think it's an octopus. Isn't it cute? Oh, did you get some ink on you? I'm sorry. That's what happens when you live in the art studio. Okay, go over there. Welcome back to my messy desk. I did not clean up for you because we are friends. And I'm working on this Hush magazine, which is a free magazine in my area. And I decorated the front and the back. And I've got the background, all my background's done. So this is usually where I start. I usually don't put people in here until the very end, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's your book and you can do whatever you want to. Just like in this one, I put a lot of my images in the middle. And I had a comment about how I get them to stay down so nicely, but they really aren't. See, I make sure I try to get the corners down. That is the main portion that needs to go down. Like if I was to flip through, like this corner, I can pull it up. So if that corner was up like that, and when I flip through my books constantly, if I see a corner up or something like that, I'll just bend it back, and then I put some in, put some glue on, and then I just squish it down. And then this is really the secret of what makes it lay so flat, or what makes my book so flat. It's just me pushing down like that and just getting all the air and stuff out and squishing that glue around, because honestly, stick glue works best when it's very, very thin, but the only way it really works is if you smush the papers together. I don't know. So usually I'll do this, and you'll kind of hear like the paper squishing together, and then I'll shut the book and I'll do this too. Squish all of them together. So I'm just constantly doing this, and I'm not really using so much the edge of it as I'm just using the whole card itself. So I put my thumb like right there and then push down with the whole card. So it's more of a force than like if you do it like this and you're scraping, and it gives it a different kind of force. This is just more of pushing it all down. So I do that a lot. I mean, that really is the secret, is I just smooth it down. You know, you can use your hand too. It's the same thing. It's the same kind of principle. You don't want the edge. You want the whole card. Feel the whole. It's almost like you're bending the card, because I am. It's almost like bending because you are. I love this image. This came out of like, what is that? Nintendo? It's not Nintendo Power. Dang it. Whatever you get for free from GameStop, whatever that one is. It's such a great magazine to cut up. It gives you such good images. So yeah. So I just kind of, my main thing was to get on and say that about how I smush down my books. So as I flip through, if I see something sticking up that bothers me, I will see how that's flipped up. So yeah, I mean, it's just a constant thing of flipping through and fixing it and whatever, but that's part of the fun, right? And if I get to the point where like maybe that keeps popping up or whatever, I might put down like an image over it or something. Trying to make sure it's dry so it won't stick. So yeah, I mean, I don't worry too much about if my images stick up or whatever, because the whole idea of my books, I mean, they're for me, for one thing. And another thing is it's for the tactile feel and the way the images make me feel and the way the colors all swirl together. It's all that. So it doesn't bother me. Like there's a big wrinkle right here. You may not even be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it. But it doesn't bother me. It's just paper, and it's the feel of the paper. I need to trim that. I love these little scissors. I just bought them, but man, I cannot get them to sharpen. It is driving me crazy. It will not hold a sharp edge, but they're so beautiful. I can't get it to focus, but they're dragonflies. My poor camera. One day I'll have a quality camera. I doubt it. No, I am not one to spend money on things. That's not how I roll. So anyways, we're nearing the end here, and as you can see, I've gotten it all just nice and squished down. I got this one's separating from the back. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure that it's not two pages stuck together, but it's really not. It's just that this page is thicker than this page. So sometimes if you have two pages that are not the same thickness, sometimes it won't hold as well. Okay. Okay, as you see, first I kind of do it on the edge. And that's mainly to smush out the glue a little bit more, and then I go more to just pushing it down. You just got to remember, your magazine journals are for your enjoyment, for your tactile enjoyment, for your stress relief, whatever you use them for. I just don't think there's a lot of people out there that are making magazine journals to sell. So, anyways, let's play a little. Oh, first of all, somebody said something about my bracelet, my pearls. These actually came from Las Vegas. I got them at the ABC store, so Hawaii. And it reminds me of the desert because I love the desert. I have fallen in love with the desert, so I carry the desert with me. And then these are all my little charms that I got. My mother-in-law got this for me, and it came with the heart, and it came with the love, and then I added a Las Vegas charm because Las Vegas is very dear to me now. And then this charm says, "Marriage made you family, love made you my daughter," which is very precious to me. And then I added a dragonfly because dragonflies are very precious to me. And it came with the feather, and then I added my crystal. So I don't know why my camera is not focusing very well, but there's not much I can do about it. So this is my big box of stencils. I couldn't find the word. Most of these I've made myself. So the majority of these I have made myself, and some of these I have not even used because I made them and then put them away. Oh, that one is not cut well. My blade must have been getting can you see? Yeah. And these are just I've used that one before. Yeah. So they're just different little things that I've cut out with my Cricut. Different patterns and things that I found on the internet, and then just whatever, you know. That's a cool one. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I guess I should be doing them over here. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. It turned out good. The stars one is probably the one I use the most. Love this freaking stars one. The brick one's pretty cool. So yeah, now we're getting into some of my older ones. And the hearts. So yeah, and I could never sell these because I mean some of these are probably like copyrighted. Like I don't know if that. No, I think that was from some clip art. But I think that might actually be a copyrighted stencil. Or that one. One of these is. I can't remember. But I took the image and made my own out of it. That one may be. This one I took somebody's handwriting and made a stencil out of it. This is one of my favorites. Anyways, I'm not going to go through all these. I just pulled some, and I just grabbed some ink. So I'm going to use something new. This little guy, poor little guy. This one turned out okay. I might want to work on that one a little bit more. Little mixtape. Let's see if I can get this white ink to work. Yes, I just dabbed it on my own hand. Oh, it's not gonna, it's really dry. Let's see if it came out. You can see it a little bit. It's not bad. That is really dry. Let's do some white. Just some white. There we go. Just some white squishies. I've never had good luck with white ink. Does anybody have any white ink that they like, that they've gotten to work well? Oh no, this little mouth is broken. Let's use this one. I've tried several brands of like white ink and I just can't find one that I like. Oh dear. This is very juicy, but it doesn't want to get down in the holes. Wiping off some of that excess ink there. Oh no! Oh no! I broke my stencil. It's broken. He's broken. Let's glue him somewhere. Here we go. We broke his little head. And that is another reason why I don't sell my stuff. I would have been devastated if I would have sold that stencil and somebody came back and said, it broke. My hands are all gluey. If I can encourage you of one thing in your art, it would be to not get discouraged, not to get upset. But when like things happen like that breaking off, or you know, things don't turn out the way you think that they're going to. Mistakes happen. If you drop a bucket of paint, that's a lot of paint, Tracy. If you drop some paint, you know, or you rip your image, it's so easy to just go, oh, it's all ruined. Everything's ruined. It's all ruined. But honestly, some of my best work that I look back on and just am like, wow, that's so wonderful, 100% came from an accident. And I had to either cover it up or incorporated it into my work, and it's just always embrace those moments. I mean, it may be frustrating in the moment, and I understand that, but try to let it go. The art of letting go in anything in life is probably the key to a happy life. Because I have noticed that what brings me unhappiness is when I dwell on either my situation, you know, whether I feel like it's unfair or somebody's been unfair to me or whatever. I just dropped my Q-tip on the floor. Did you see it roll off the table? Look, you can see my floor. You can see my paint right here. That's a little bucket of paint. So my best advice for you is just to embrace life as it comes. Let's do silvers under here. I lost my silver top. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get in the holes. Get in the holes. Ah, that one does not work well. Let's do this one. My plan did not work, but it's okay. Let that dry for a second. Let's do this with... Is this black? I can't even tell if this is black. These inks just don't work very well. I just think that I've just had them. They're just drying out. I don't think it's really the ink. I think it's just that I've used them so much. So, no hate to the ink. I think it's actually done its job. I think it's time to replace them. Because, I mean, these are pretty cheap. These are like the Hobby Lobby version of whatever those grungy inks are. Oh, should I do black? Yeah, let's do a little bit more black. I gotta be careful like on this one because it's very intricate. Cool. So, for you guys out there who like to do magazine journals and stuff, do you tell your friends and family that you do this? I mean, most of my friends and family know now that I do this. But for the longest time, I wouldn't tell anybody. It was almost like my dirty little secret. I felt stupid. You know, like, I like to glue paper to other paper. You know, to me, it felt stupid. But I can honestly say that doing this has changed my life. It's actually changed the way that I perceive things. For the longest time, I would have told you, oh, I can't visualize things. I can't visualize them in my mind. I don't have that ability. Because I didn't. I honestly didn't. But since I have been doing this and putting different images together, I actually have the ability to visualize where I didn't before. Is this the reason? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you if this is the reason, but it's the only thing I've done different. So it kind of makes me wonder if it's not this, you know? I can see that ink is wet, so okay, can't dry it with a vacuum cleaner. My good old heat gun. I love this thing. This thing is so old. I got this back when I was doing scrapbooking. That's how old it is. I hope it never dies. I hope I keep it forever. And then I got this tiny little vacuum cleaner that I love. I love this little thing. You'd think I never use it though, the way my desk looks. I'm probably going to end up adding some more smushy stuff to that. Let's do one more page at least. I'm going line dancing tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. Me and my cousin found a free line dancing like class, and we just finished up square dancing, like mainstream square dancing, and they started the plus class on Monday. But after talking to my cousin, she was like, I'm not sure I'm ready to go to plus on square dancing. And I can understand, because square dancing is hard, guys. It is so hard because you have to listen to what they're saying, and then you have to execute it, and then by the time that you're executing, he's already calling something else, and all the calls are based on what position you're in at the time, what position you started in. I mean, it's a mental workout more than anything. Physically, it's not that hard, but mentally, it's tough. So she said she wanted to try this square line dancing class, and I was all for it because I like to line dance. So, and then I called my mother-in-law to see if she wanted to go, and now all of a sudden I'm picking her up. I was like, well, I was really hoping you'd pick me up, but okay, I'll pick her up. So I'm actually glad that she's going to go, because she had said before that she wanted to do some exercise like that. And she's always so busy. So when it's on a Thursday night, it was like one of the few nights that she has free. So that looks good. So we're starting to junk it up. There's just, I don't know. There's just like nothing's jumping out on me on this one. I need something to jump out. See if I can do it this way. Get some color going down her hair. Maybe that'll work. That works a little bit better. Incorporate her into the scene a little bit more. Push her back. Alright, I think that looks good. So we did a couple of pages today. And I think I'm going to end it here, and I need to get back to work. I just wanted to take a little break and say hey, because we're going out of town tomorrow, and I wanted to give you all a video this week. I'm going to really try to at least do a video every week and just get back to hanging out with you guys now that I have my camera, even if it is blurry, because I enjoy sharing with you guys. I enjoy when you guys reach back. I love it when you tell me that I've inspired you to glue in the middle, or try something new, or just inspired to glue some paper to some other paper to make yourself happy, because honestly, you create your happiness. You gotta live your life, even if it's a blurry life. Alright, I'm out of here. Bye.